I'm Miss Pence. I teach drawing and painting in a class called 3D Design, which we're going to see a few examples of some stop motion animation that the students did for a project called The Elephant in the Room. The elephant in the room is a phrase that we use to talk about subjects that we don't want to talk about, things that we avoid discussing or thinking about. And so each student chose a social justice issue to create a stop motion animation about. They created a diorama that illustrated where this social justice issue is taking place, and then they created a ceramic elephant that they then painted to represent the idea as well. We had already studied a little bit about stop motion, and so they had to create a little video that illustrated what their social justice issue was. So the following examples that you're going to see are some of the ones that we've selected to share with you today.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
Welcome to the Reading Leapbo. Recently I read the 1895 collection of short stories by Robert W. Chambers, The King in Yellow. This collection consists of 10 short stories, including horror stories that would go on to influence writers such as H.P. Lovecraft, as well as stories involving the supernatural such as time travel, and stories of romantic artists living in Paris. I feel like I enjoyed this book, even though I disliked quite a few of the individual stories, but just overall, I definitely enjoyed the book, even if there were quite a few of the individual stories that I was not the biggest fan of, and that was mostly due to the wide variety of genres that the stories inhabited, where if you didn't like one story, the next one would be completely different. And so that was a big plus for me. Another good thing I liked about it was how it didn't feel like it was written in 1895. It felt like it was written in the modern day, just besides some like words that have fallen out of fashion. Some things that were not so great were a lot of the stories I felt were overly long and just kind of slogged through like some just very not interesting, very boring subjects that I just did not care about at all. And there was a lot of tonal whiplash going on in between lots of different individual stories going on. So those were a few of my cons, but overall, I feel like it's a solid collection of short stories, and not everyone will like every single story in this book, but overall, I liked it. I think it's good. It's like a solid 3 out of 5.